Hello, greetings. Let's look at one of the questions from trigonometry. So the question says, it's basically an example 2. If tan theta equals to root 3 over 3 and cos of theta is less than a 0, determine the value of the following. We've got A, B, C there. So guys, we are given a trigonometric ratio and also a condition there. So it's very much important for us to make sure that we use that comprehensive information to produce, a diagram that can actually help us in determining the value at A, B, and also C. So we're going to use that information. We're supposed to use it in order to draw a Cartesian plane and also a diagram so that we can be able to read all the trigonometric ratios, right? So guys, we've got tan theta. That means this is going to be the opposite side. The opposite side and this side is going to be the adjacent side. So your 3 there, it's going to be the opposite side. Root 3 is going to be the opposite side. The positive 3 then is going to be the adjacent side. So however, we've got a very good condition there that says cos of theta should be less than a 0. So we need to think about it where it's cos of theta and less than 0. So we bring in the CAS diagram. All students take calculator or they take ratio calculator, so coffee. So then from there, we know that, guys, in terms of that information there, cos of theta, for example, in the first quadrant, all of them are positive. This side only sine, this side only tan, and this side only your cos there. So then this is what we're going to do. Then we're drawing our diagram there. So we know that cos is going to be negative in the third quadrant, and where 10, it's positive according to that information. So it means we're going to draw our graph this side or our diagram this side, and then drawing the diagram, then we're going to have the angle theta there. So then we are done with the position of the diagram. So we just have to go into the theta so that we locate the opposite side and also the adjacent side. So obviously this side is going to be opposite the angle here. So it means it's going to be negative root of 3. Why a negative? Remember, this is basically, below the x-axis. So we're going to have every number or every dimension to be positive on that space. All right, so from there, 3, it's going to be the negative 3. The negative 3 is going to be positive. Why? Negative. Why is it negative? Because this is basically, the far left of your origin there. Do you understand? Of the point of origin there. So it's going to be found negative. So, all right. So now the next thing is, guys, we don't have, the hypotenuse side of this right angled triangle. So we don't have the hypotenuse side. So how are we going to figure out the hypotenuse side? We're going to use the Pythagoras theorem in order to get that. So it's going to be r squared equals to x squared plus y squared. So r squared equals to negative, we've got a 3 squared plus, in bracket, negative 3 over root to the power of 2. So we're going to have your 9 plus a 3, r squared. So this cancels. R equals to 2 root of your 3 there. So it means this one will be 2 root of a 3. And we've got all the 3 sides of our right angle triangle, so we can be able to read all the values of A, B, and C. But then this is what I usually do. Before being able to read everything, we need to determine, sine of theta, guys. We also need to look at cos of theta and also tan of theta. Now, however, we are going to take advantage of the mnemonic word called your SOHCAHTOA. So this is basically sine of the angle theta is the opposite side. The opposite side of that is going to be the negative root of 3. I want to be able to produce negative the root of 3 over the hypotenuse. It's going to be 2 root of 3 there. And then your cos is going to be the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Adjacent is minus 3 over the hypotenuse is 2 root of 3. All right, so from there, we're looking at the tower there. So tower is going to be your opposite side, basically over the adjacent side. Opposite side is negative root 3 over a negative 3. So root 3 over a 3, the negative signs will basically cancel or divide into each other. So I'm taking out this information so that we can start answering the questions, like boys and girls. All right, the first question there, we have got, question A that says cos square theta plus your sine square theta. So we're going to try to find the value of cos square theta plus sine square theta. Please take note of the squares. So in bracket, the cos square theta, we're going to have negative 3 over 2 root 3 to the power of 2 plus, in bracket, then we're going to have your negative root 3 over 2 root 3, and we square there. It's a 3 here. So now this one, negative 3 squared, is a 9 over 2 root 3 squared. It's twice, so it's going to be a 12. Plus this one is going to be a 3 over a 12. So we're just going to compute this as the denominators, both of them. The LCD is your 12. So we're just going to add the numerators. 9 plus 3 is your 12. So the answer, guys, for that one, it's going to be your 1. So you're going to have 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark for computing this, 1 mark, and that. So this can actually provide you with a beautiful 4 marks. All right, so let's go to the next question that says cosec theta multiplied by cos theta. So guys, when they start talking about cosec and also sec and cot, you remember your inverse functions of your trigonometric ratio, sine, cos, and also your tan. The inverse of sine is a cosec, and the inverse of a tan is called the inverse of a cos is going to be a sec. So in this case, B, we've got cosec theta and then cos theta. So from here, 1 over sine theta multiplied by cos theta equals sine. All right, guys, this is what you're going to do. You're just going to say 1 over. So we must look for the sine theta. It's negative 3 over 2 root of 3. Negative 3 over 2 root of 3 multiplied by your cos theta. It's going to be negative 3 and then over 2 root of 3 there. So this one, guys, you need to know that you are basically dividing twice, and you must get the multiplicative inverse of the other one. So it's 2 root 3 over negative 3 multiplied by negative 3 over 2 root of 3. This cancels this one cancels this one. And then your answer, guys, is going to be 1. So this is how I will mark this for writing this one, writing that, and also that. Another 4 marks in the bag, guys. So we are actually winning. So we've got the last question there that says root 3 cot theta plus cos square theta plus sine square theta. No, it's root 3 cot theta plus cos square theta multiplied by sine square theta. So let's try to write that one. It's C, we've got root 3 and then cot theta. We've got a plus sign there, cos square theta, and then sine square theta. Okay, guys, equals sine root 3 multiplied by a cot. It's an inverse of a tan. We're just going to take this inverse is 3 root of 3. 3 root of 3, guys, plus sine, and then cos square theta. Remember, you've gotten a cos square theta here is going to be 9 over a 12. So it's going to be 9 over a 12 and then multiplied by, remember, we got it here. And then a sine square theta is going to be 3 over a 12 that we got up there is 3 over a 12. So, okay, If you don't really understand where we got them, these two guys, you need to remember that sine theta is going to be root 3 over 2 root of 3. Then you must put in bracket negative. It's what? It's going to be your negative root 3. Negative root 3 over 2 root of 3. And then from there we square. So this will eventually give you this one. So the last one is going to be that of a sine. Basically that of a sine. Okay, that was that of a sine. It gives you 9 over a 2. And then that of a cos will eventually give you 3 over a 12. So let's work on this one. Cancel this one. You've got a 3 plus. Now, you are multiplying basically these two. 9 times 3 is going to be 27 over a 12. So we've got 1 there. So I can have 12. 1 into 12 times 3 is going to be 36 plus 12 into 12, 1 is 27. So your final answer, I think it's going to be 36 plus 27. Remember they said without using a calculator. 36 over 27. 6 plus 7 is 13. 1 this side is 63 over a 12. 63 over a 12. It's going to be the answer there. So let's see how we're going to mark this one. We've got 1 mark for that. We've got 1 mark for finding that. We've got 1 mark and 1 mark. Another 4 marks in the bag. Guys, make sure that you practice. It's a very, 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 very simple thing. The most important thing is this one. You understand? Separate this into the trig ratio and also the condition there, and you will always get your answers right. Thank you so much, and all the best with your tests, with your assignments, with your exams and everything that it's just before you. All the best. Please, guys, don't forget to subscribe to Blue Star Tutoring Academy. We've got a lot of content that is actually in the pipeline, and we're just going to publish. Just make sure that that content is going to be part of you. It reaches you. Thank you so much. And then also, if you need help, contact us 074 770 0647. Thank you, guys, and all the best.